Hello everyone, this is Jason for Primetime Aquatics. In this video I have a light review for you. It's a light that could save you some money. We're going to try it out on this tank right here. Hope you enjoy the video. So the light we're going to be reviewing today is this here. This is the Ming Dak light. Believe it or not, I actually have one of these in a tank upstairs. It's the submersible type, and we've had it in that tank for about a year and a half, and it's actually run fairly well. So like a lot of fish keepers, I like to try new things. This fish tank light behind us has been fine. The problem is we've got a couple of lights on the other side of the fishing that went out. What I wanted to do is I'm going to take this light off, put that on one of the rows of 10-gallon tanks, and then we're going to put this light in the place of the light that's on there now. Now, on this particular tank, we've got an old Phoenix Stingray light, so it'll be interesting to see the differences in terms of the color spectrum between that light and this one here. These lights run about $42 on Amazon. If you're interested in this light after watching the unboxing and the initial impressions, I will put an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below. But this video really is an unboxing and initial impressions. And then what I like to do, after I've had the light for a year or so, we will go over in more detail what we really love about it. If there's any issues over the next 12 months, we'll cover that in about a year. All right, so some of the specs on this light. One, the box is fairly nice. Sometimes you'll get a lot of lights that are in this price point. It will just be the cardboard box, and that's about it. So they went a little bit further in providing a box that's got a little bit of printing and a picture on it. Not that it matters in terms of how well the light's going to work, but that's a nice touch. The one thing I will say, and I pointed this out before, they probably copied some other manufacturers. They've got a fish tank care guide here. Rule of thumb, never ever take your fish tank care guide directions from the side of a light for your aquarium. Now that being said, we do have the specs right here on the side of the box. I know it's going to be hard for you to see, so I will give you some of the important specs. This particular light is the 30 to 36 inch model, and it's going to span about 30 inches, and it's got extenders here that I will show you in a moment that will allow us to put this light on this tank and have it fit nice and neat. The power reading is 71 at 12 inches. It's about 1700 lumens, and the Kelvin is about 6500. And so a lot of people ask in terms of what lights are going to look good. I often say right around somewhere between that 5500 and 6500 Kelvins. That's really where you want to be in terms of making a tank look good. All right, let's go ahead. We'll unbox this thing, see what we get in the box. I already like the fact that we've got some bubble wrap being used. And so here we have the cord. This little switch here is going to be, and I'll show you how this works in a moment. This is your on-off switch. It's also going to allow you to change some of the settings and possibly the intensity. We'll go ahead and take a closer look at that in a moment. Again, the packaging is good. I like the fact that we have the use of styrofoam, and we've got, like I said, some bubble wrap here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing all unpackaged. All right, so basically what comes in the box, which we will no longer need, you've got the light, LED. You do have these extenders here that are going to allow you to fit this light on anything from a 30 inch to a 36 inch. And of course the cord. There's really not much when it comes to assembling the lights because we've just got a couple holes here on the side where these pieces are going to slide right in. They are adjustable. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and get this light in the tank. We're going to see what it looks like, and I'll give you some of my initial impressions. Now, before we go ahead and get this light on the tank, a couple things. One, it is a black finish. I really prefer that. I've had some lights that have like a silver finish. I don't really want my fish tank equipment taking a center stage in any of my aquariums, whether that's filters, lights, heaters. So the more it can blend in, the better off it's going to be. So I do like this black color. It is extremely thin, as you can see here. So it's got a very thin profile, and as we're going to see in a moment, it's going to sit very low on the tank, which is great. So you're really not going to see a lot of the light itself. The housing itself is metal. It's okay. It's what you would expect from a light at this price point. Again, for the 30 to 36 inch, right around $42. That's going to put it right in line with your Beamswork lights and your Night Crew lights. So if you're looking for other lights right around this price point, those will also help. I will put a ton of videos for light reviews down in the description below, as well as a rather extensive video I did on how to choose the right aquarium light for you. So yeah, now let's get it on the tank. Okay, so here we have the switch. Up here we actually have at the very top a plus minus. That is going to allow us to change the brightness. There are 5 settings, so if I just click on it, you can see here over to the left, the brightness is adjusted. And it gives you a fairly nice number of options. So that's the first part. The second one, the second button here, it's got the arrows. That's going to allow us to change the actual lighting from full spectrum. We can get rid of the blues. We can keep the blues only. And so it gives us 3 different settings there. The third one here is a timer, and you'll have to play with that and see how much you like that. We keep all of our lights on timers. You can actually see one back here. It's what's making that little clicking noise, this thing here in the back. So we keep all of our lights on a separate timer anyway, and then you've got the power button on off. So what you're seeing here is full illumination. So let me go ahead and change it so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like when it's actually in the tank. So this is a little lower. You can see that the changes are not drastic, which is actually a good thing. But as you go through the 5 settings, you can definitely change how bright you want the tank to be. This is the lowest setting, very relaxed, very chilled out. And then as we come up, we get brighter and brighter. And so this might be a great way for you to control algae. The Hygger lights, we did a review on those. I'll put that in the upper right-hand corner as well as in the description below. They have a very similar sort of switch as well, but I do really like to have the ability to control the intensity of the light. Even on these lower cost lights, I think now that is really just an industry standard. I probably wouldn't buy a light unless it had the ability for me to control the brightness. Okay, so overall, what do I think? I think this is going to be a decent light, at least in terms of the color spectrum and the features for the price point. I am looking forward to seeing how this light does long term. Again, we're going to run this light through its paces over the next year or so. In about a year, we'll do a long-term review. But if you're looking for a light that's going to be at a decent price point, definitely one to consider, at least so far. If you've got experience with this light, would love to hear from you down in the description, down in the comment section below. What did you think? Again, if you want more information on lights, check out the videos that I've linked down in the description. There will be an Amazon affiliate link in case you want to try something new. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next one.